To fill in this schedule, we can select names from a drop-down list of employees where everybody is listed. To make the job easier, we'll create a short list that doesn't include the used names, and all it will take is one cell with a formula. This is Debra Dalgleish from Contextures.com. The formula that we're going to build uses new functions that are in Excel 365, sort and filter. If you're using an earlier version of Excel, follow this link to my website and you'll find instructions that don't use sort and filter. Before we change this drop-down, we'll take a quick look at how it's set up now and how it works. If I select one of the data validation cells and go to the Data tab, Data Validation, I can see that it's based on a named range emplist full. So that's our list with all the employee names. When I click the arrow, I can see all the names, and even if a name has been selected before, it's still in the list, and I could accidentally select that again, and that could cause problems. Here's our full list of employees, and if I go to the name box, I can see emplist full, so that's what the drop-down is currently using. Now we're going to build a formula that filters this full list and only returns people who are not in the schedule already. I'm going to color this cell so that we know where our formula is. Put a title above it just as a reminder of what this list is. Now in this cell, we're going to filter this whole list of names. We're going to sort the list. Right now it's not in alphabetical order, but we can use the sort function to make sure that it is. To start the formula, I'm going to use equal sort because we want the final short list to be sorted. The next function we're going to use will build the array that we want sorted. So I'm going to use filter. What we want to filter is this full list of names, which we have a name for. So I'll press F3. Here's our name. I'll double click that, then a comma. We want to include names that are not in the scheduled list. I'm going to use COUNTIF for that. It should check the schedule, and a comma, and the criteria for what it should check is this list of names. I'll press F3 again, and close that bracket, and we only want the names that have a 0 count, so equals 0. Then we'll close with two brackets, one for filter and one for sort. Press enter, and there's our short list of names that don't appear in the schedule, and it's sorted alphabetically. And if you look in the formula bar, we're not on the formula cell now, so the formula is dim. If you want to make any changes to it, go back to the original cell where you entered that formula. And our final step is to use this list in our drop-downs in the schedule. So back on the schedule sheet, I'm selecting all the cells where we have data validation with the full list. Then go to the Data tab, Data Validation, and right now it's using the full list. I'm going to delete that. We want to use our short list. So I'll go to that cell and click on it. It puts in an absolute reference, but we don't want just cell D2, we want the full list, all the things that have spilled out of that cell. I'm going to add a spill operator, which is a number sign or pound sign, and click OK. And there's the short list of names, excluding anyone who's already been selected. So I'll pick Jane, and if I select another cell now, Jane's name has disappeared from the list. Thanks for watching this video. You can go to my website, Contextures.com, to get this workbook, and please subscribe to my Contextures YouTube channel so you can see the latest videos as I post them.